going on, y'all? Prada, Kenny, Howa. Let's see. Let's put this over here. Let's put this on this side. Let me know if y'all have any questions while I am getting set up. Oh, no. There we go. Let's see. Let's do this one. Well, you can't even see my screen, can you? Nope. All right, so we're going to tackle some of these PBQs and probably do about 3 different ones or 3 different questions, just to piggyback off what we did in class today. Can you all see the screen now?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, so let's, let me see, do we want to? All right, I'll read it. I'll read the question, and then I'll let you all answer it in a private message. Please send them in a private message. I don't want everybody to get the answers. I want everybody to try. All right. So let me make sure nobody's in the lobby. Let's see what we got. YouTube is boom. All right, what's going on, YouTube? Hopefully y'all can see the screen just as clear as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Get the show started. I don't want to keep you all up too late. All right, so hold on. That was quick, Kenny. All right, man. That was funny. All right, your ambition is to be part of the network security team. Actually, you know what? Kenny.
Yeah.
Take us through this question, please. Right? How did you, just take us through our methodology of how you got your answer. I think that'll be better.
Okay.
And I'll draw for you if I need to.
Say it again.
I will draw for you if you need me to.
Okay. So this is a web server attack based off of the FTP login. They're trying to send
You got it. You're good.
they're trying to send files, basically. Okay. And so based on the local hosting and so forth, it's cross-site scripting attack. And so the only thing that can defend the cross-site scripting is defense in depth.
All right, so let's take a step back real quick. So what about this this scenario that they gave us, what about this made you pick cross-site scripting? And sorry, I'm not facing y'all. I'm looking at the tablet and drawing.
All right, your camera is somewhat in the way of the question and the description of the question.
You can move it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Actually, it goes back. Okay, there it goes.
So based on this right here, why do you think that was a cross-site scripting attack? Do you see any evidence of DNS poisoning?
No.
Because if we did, we would see some type of redirection or poison DNS server or some type of poison host file, right?
Right. It's not a password attack because there's no passwords in there. It's not a SQL injection because you would either see a post or a get for a SQL injection.
Well, for this, and to add to that, you would also, for SQL injection, you would see SQL queries, right? You would see SQL queries, whether it's a SQL statement or a malicious SQL injection query. And we don't see that anywhere over here. Okay, what you do see is a script that's embedded inside of a URL, right? And based off of this description here, I didn't read the entire question, but based off of this question, okay, I'll go ahead and read it now. Your ambition is to be part of the network security team, and you are practicing a specific type of script. It's one of the hints right here. You're practicing a specific type of script, okay? None of these attacks, only one of these attacks are
the script
can be scripted, right? For the most part. So the first thing you do is give permission, then create a copy of the company's FTP login page. The login page, based off of what we're getting here, is typically going to be set up on a, and I'm giving the answer away, is going to be set up on a web server. Okay, that's essentially how you're going to log into the FTP server. That's how Howard's going to log into it. Paul is going to log into it. Miss Desi's going to log into it. They're going to log into it from a web server. Okay. Next, you load the link you wrote to the login page. Another hint of the attack. The link has to point to the site you set up. Your link is shown in the screen in the diagram. Which machine will you put the link on and what is its purpose? Okay, you pick the right attack. It is a cross-site scripting attack, right? Based off of what we just talked about. Now let's go through this. Is an IDS going to stop a cross-site scripting attack?
No, that's just detection.
It's just detection. It's only going to identify or alert. What about password complexity?
No, because again, there's no passwords or anything of forcing or anything we see in the scenario is showing any type of password attack.
Good job. Good job, Kenny. What about full disk encryption?
Full disk encryption is only on the hard drive itself, and we're not even touching the hard drive. We're bypassing.
Right. We're not concerned about the hard drive with this type of attack that's being described here. We're not concerned about that. Good job.
So the only thing left is the defense in depth, which it will stop.
Good job, Kenny. And do we understand, or does anybody not understand why we put it on the web server? Oh, I see you all are giving me answers. Good job, Miss Desi.
Is it because it's a stored script?
Yes, good job. Is a stored or also known as persistent cross-site scripting attack going on right here. Okay. That's one of the reasons. Good job. Trying to get all these screens out of my way. Because if somebody's in the lobby, I don't want them to just be chilling in there. So I got to keep this right here. So you guys can't see what I'm talking about, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's go to, let me get another question. Let's do this one. We can do this together, all right? Remember, these are called layups. All right, we're all gonna be at the layup line together. Layups are supposed to be an easy shot attempt. It's supposed to be, if we study. So thumbprint and security badge.
Something.
Multi-factor authentication.
Oh,
I heard multi-factor. Does anybody disagree?
I agree.
Log in at office conference room.
Somewhere you are.
Somewhere you are, yeah, somewhere you are.
Somewhere you are.
Something you are?
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay. All right, gosh.
Yeah.
All right, swipe screen and predetermined figure.
You do.
Something you do. Something you do.
Good job. And face recognition.
Something you are.
You are.
Good job. All right, let's get something a little bit more tough. Ooh. All right, for this one, send me these in a private message. We're not going to do this together. So you have been tasked with implementing some secure network protocols for some specific applications. Drag and drop to match the correct secure protocol to each application that you are implementing. So private message me these in order. So just to make it easy, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got going on. What's up, Indy? Go ahead and send me your questions too. Your answers. And anybody else who's on a live with us. Dang, but on the live, they're gonna see everybody's answer. I didn't think about that. That's okay. Okay. Yep, private message. Okay. So let's grab something we're familiar with. HTTPS, where are we going to drag that?
Web browser
Web browsing.
And what port does that use?
443.
Okay. What port does HTTP use?
80.
HTTP is secure, right?
No, HTTP
Oh,
is unsecure
Good job. Good job. And what makes HTTPS more secure?
because of digital certificates.
Good job. All right. DNSSEC. Where do we want to put that?
Number 4.
a name.
The domain name resolution.
Domain name resolution.
Okay. And what port does this use?
53.
53.
So it uses the same port as DNS.
Yes. And in AWS, we call this Route 53. Yeah, we call this Route 53. It's just a cool nickname. I'm responding to somebody. And what makes DNSSEC more secure than DNS?
User certificates.
Certificates and keys. Okay. SFTP.
File transfer.
File transfer.
And what port does SFTP use?
22.
2.
You sure it's not 21?
They
That's
both.
FTP.
That is FTP. FTP
uses 21.
20 and 21. SFTP, just like you said, Kenny, uses 22. Good job. Okay. NTP. Wait. Yeah, where are we going to put NTP? Almost got me.
Wouldn't that be routing?
I thought that was IPsec.
What's IPsec?
That's what I was saying, routing.
Okay. And what is NTP? What port number is that?
Oh, no, that's not it. That's 123. That's a network time protocol.
That's a good catch. That was a good catch. NTP uses 1, 2, 3. Do you see anywhere to put it? Would you put it at email routing?
No.
No, that's SMON.
Which one's SMI?
Email.
This is how we encrypt our emails.
Correct.
And then IPsec will go here. They said we got it wrong, but we got it right. It's okay. They don't want us to be great today. It's all right. Good job, y'all.
You said SMIME is how we encrypt our emails.
Yes.
Yeah.
Digital signature.
Okay. Thank you.
Which is your certificate and like your public and private keys on email.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Good job, Kenny. Good job. Okay. see which one. Let's do this one. So I'll let you read it first and we'll do it together. So when considering access control features of different access control models, choose which of the listed models is the most restrictive, most flexible, and least restrictive. Which one is the most restrictive?
The Mac.
Mac. Mac is the most restricted because it doesn't matter what your role is, who you are. Whoops. Whatever the system administrator sets on the system is what we all have to abide by. Okay, you're going to see this used a lot in government agencies, especially when they're trying to separate systems based off of clearance levels. For instance, top secret, secret, unclassified. Which one is the most flexible?
AB, AC.
ABAC.
Attribute based. Because you have more factors that you can use to authorize what people can and cannot do. And the least restrictive model is discretionary. Because this is based on you, right? And your discretion.
Right.
If you're the owner of that resource or object. Good job, y'all. Okay. As the network admin of a large trucking company, network troubleshooting has become a mainstay of your job responsibilities. During the process of troubleshooting a problem or condition on the network that needs to be identified and rectified, your selection of the correct tool becomes very important to identify the problem. Which networking tool can identify problems with the DNS and query specific DNS servers to verify its functionality? What does CompTIA want? Send me this in a private message. We're looking for a DNS query tool. I see some answers in here. Some of them are right. There's only one DNS query tool on here. What does ipconfig do, everybody or anybody?
Give the local host IP address and MAC address.
Right. It gives you your local configurations, your local IP configurations, including your MAC. Good job, Paula. That's the right answer. Okay. What does ping do?
Search for a connection, or like see if there's a network connection.
Right. We use ping to test network connectivity or to see if we have connectivity to another host on, right? Another host, another endpoint. Good job. Not a DNS query tool, neither is ping. What is Nmap?
It gives you the open ports, your network.
Right. Nmap is a port scanner. So ipconfig, is ipconfig going to work on a Linux operating system?
No,
We have to use ifconfig or IP-A. It's going to give us our local IP configurations. Ping, if I ping Google, this is going to let me know if we have any type of network connectivity to and from Google. We do. Okay. Nmap. That's a port scanner, as you mentioned. We can quickly do a port scan on our system, right? And it's saying that all ports are closed. Okay. What else was on there? Trace route. What does trace route do?
Isn't it like ping, but it like if ping doesn't work, then you can also use trace route? Or
Right. It is like ping in the sense that it's a troubleshooting command. Right. What trace route is going to do is let us know how many hops, and those hops are just routers. How many routers, aka hops, does it take for us to get to Google or whatever destination we put in here? All right. So we can run ping first to see if we have network connectivity to Google. Right. And if you want to further troubleshoot, let's say you don't have network connectivity to Google, and this is just hypothetically speaking, if you don't have connectivity, you can run traceroute to see where your hops are stopping. Is it trace R2 in Linux? Yeah, I think it is.
isn't that one is for Windows?
Trace RT. Maybe I don't have the command on my computer. Thought I did.
isn't oh wait.
Isn't trace route the Windows command?
No, I think it was trace RT.
One of them is Windows, one of them is Linux. Enemy. I can find out on my local host. Maybe I just don't have it. Okay, so it is trace route, but for some reason it's not working. It's weird. It's supposed to be installed by default. It's weird. But yeah, trace route we're going to use to see how many hops it takes to get from point A to point B. It's weird. I could have sworn we've done this in class before. I don't know why. I'm reinstalling it. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's trace route. That's downloading over again for some reason. And what else did we have on here? Good job, Andy. ARP. What's the ARP command going to do?
It's our address table.
Right.
So
this
our IP addresses.
right. ARP dash
Mac.
A.
IP to MAC address.
Right. Right. And right now, it's just this guy to this MAC address. So ARP is going to show you, this is what I like to call the local address book. It's going to show us local IPs and MACs. Okay, it's going to, and then we just saw a question with the ARP table, right? Where we saw all the IPs, we saw the MAC addresses, and we saw ARP poisoning when the attacker was spoofing a MAC address, all right? And Netcat. What's Netcat?
The Swiss Army knife does a little bit of everything.
Yes, 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 yes. And you all may have to zoom in to see this. Netcat, we can use it to ping, we can use it to set up backdoors, we can use it to transfer files, it is the Swiss Army knife of pen testing, just like you said, Ms. Desi. And NS lookup, what is this, Paula?
It looks up this. It looks up the address in the DNS server.
Right. It queries. Query meaning ask or lookup, however you want to phrase it. It's going to query a DNS server for DNS information or DNS records. That's what we call it. Okay, so NSLookup Google.com, NSLookup Facebook.com, and Dig is another one. Whoops. Okay, Dig is another DNS tool. All right, so the answer
You
here.
can only use Dig on Linux, right?
Yeah, it comes pre-installed on Linux, but I think you could download it on Windows. I'm not sure, but you can definitely use NSLookup on Windows though. But it does, oops, it comes pre-installed on Linux. So this right here is the answer. Okay. I just wanted to show you all in ND so you could see it too. You're probably already familiar with it. Good job. And let's end with this one because there's a tool on here that we haven't talked about in class, but I'm not going to tell you about it yet. We're going to answer it because there may be a question on the exam and you see an option that you're not familiar with. You're not going to be able to open up a book. You're not going to be able to call anybody. You're not going to be able to hit up Google. Back in the day, we asked Jeeves. You probably don't remember that search engine, but you have to use your process of elimination. Okay, process of elimination to figure out what's what. So let's do it together. All right, the question here is, as a network administrator, you have many different tools at your disposal for analysis of the network. Drag and drop to match each tool to the correct description or use. Okay, so let's start with some stuff we're familiar with. TCP dump, what's that?
Package
It's
capture.
a package.
Yes, packet capture, packet sniffer, protocol analyzer, and it's for Windows or Linux.
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 Linux, Unix, Linux. Okay, so we're gonna drag this. Would you put it over here or over here? Which one do you think is a little bit more specific for TCP dump?
The second one.
The second one, right? Because Unix and Linux are similar. They're not entirely the same, but they are similar. All right. Protocol analyzer, where would you put that?
It captures network traffic.
Good job, Howard. It captures network traffic, right? Okay.
Well,
I was thinking Wireshark, but
yeah, same.
Say that one more time.
I was thinking Wireshark, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. Let's see. Nmap. Now we know Nmap to be, I'll help you with this one. Okay, we know, and I've mentioned this before, we know Nmap to be a port scanner. And maybe somebody remembers, I don't know. But Nmap can also do something else that's here. Right, we know it to be a port scanner, but it can also do something else that's here.
Network mapping.
Not necessarily. There's something else that's better for network mapping than Nmap. That's here,
Oh, the vulnerability scanner.
the vulnerability scanner. Nmap has a bunch of scripts that you can use to scan for vulnerabilities. Okay, and now I'll try to show you that before we get off. It has a bunch of scripts that we can use to scan for vulnerabilities. Now watch this. You wanted to put Wireshark here. Where do you think is a better place to put Wireshark right now?
The packet sniffer.
Which
The
package?
Windows based.
Windows.
Windows based. Yes. Windows based. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Here come the last two. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna go look for the Nmap script so you all figure this one out. Let's see. Yeah, user base.
Performance monitor. Windows monitor.
Oh, which say?
Windows monitor. Performance monitor.
I agree.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Let me come back to the screen. Okay. So you said performance monitor for Windows monitor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there is a tool. It's part of sysinternal suites, sysinternals, and it has a bunch of performance monitors. And then Windows by default comes with a performance monitor. Okay. And CHIOPS or CHIOPS, I don't know. It is a network mapping tool. So you have to use a process. We got to get used to using a process of elimination when we don't know certain things. All right. I could have easily told you that Wireshark went here, but I wanted you to see the Windows-based packet sniffer, right? Just how we did with TCP dump, which was a Unix-based packet sniffer. Okay. And you see how the protocol analyzer wasn't specific to Windows or Linux, right? It was just protocol analyzer. What does it do? It captures network traffic. Both of these do the same thing, but this is specific to an operating system. This is specific to an operating system, right? Yes, you can use Wireshark on Linux. However, for this question, for what CompTIA is asking us right here and right now, we're going to
TCP
put
don't go with Windows.
exactly. Good job. Any
So what's the
questions?
Linux one? What's the
Uh,
TCP, the dump for
TCP
Linux?
don't. Yeah, it won't go with Windows. It's not a Windows base. Wireshark is.
Right.
Okay, TCP dump is the Linux one.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And then you have WinDump as well.
Okay, Windows, right.
Sure. And can you all see my screen? No, you can't. Hold on. So I was going to show you this before we go. So Nmap comes with some scripts. That you can use to scan for vulnerabilities. Right, these are a bunch of different vulnerability scripts. You can scan for FTP vulnerabilities, HTTP vulnerabilities, RDP, MySQL, SMB. If you wanted to use them, you would just use this option dash lowercase s, uppercase C, and then you would, use one of these scripts followed by it. But I'll show you more of that in class if you want to see it. Don't want to confuse anybody right now. But that's it for tonight, y'all. That is it. That's it. Unless anybody has any questions for me. Let me check YouTube. Good job, Andy. Yeah, you're on. Wireshark capture. Yep. So Andy, that we only use the Zoom link, or the Zoom link is only for our students who are in class, so that they can have all my attention when it comes to audio and them being able to ask questions and me being able to respond back to them. Everybody else has to join us via YouTube. So I won't be able to share that Zoom link with you. Thank you, Howard. Let me know if you all have any questions. You know, I like questions. If not, I will let you go. Please study. Please study. Remember, y'all, it does not matter if you're getting a question right. Nobody cares, right? Right now, nobody cares. On the exam, obviously, we want to get it right. But right now, as we're getting ready for the exam, nobody cares if you get a question right. Nobody cares if you get it wrong. What we care about is if you understand why you're getting it right, or if you understand why you have gotten it wrong. That's what we care about. That's what's important. It's the understanding. If you don't know why you got an answer right and you just selected it, that's wrong. Okay, it's wrong if you don't go back to get that understanding. If you don't know why you got an answer wrong and you just move on to the next one, that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong. You need to understand why. Okay, because that's what's going to help you on the exam. That's what you're going to use as leverage, is the understanding. All right, that's what you're going to use as leverage. And please, 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 like drill that in your head when you're going through these questions. Don't go through them just to go through them. That's not the point of why you have them. All right. So yeah, I got you, Andy. I'll show you the link right now. Go to olinesecurity.com. Security fundamentals class that everybody here is inside of. It's a Monday through Thursday class from 8:30 or 8:15 to 9:35 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. Okay, it's a 10-week academy where we are grilling you on the last 2 to 3 weeks. Let me stop laughing. They're probably upset. Well, we do grill you on the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's a fundamentals course, so we're teaching you everything from a hands-on perspective. You have labs that do your homework assignments. Class, please make sure you're still going through your labs. You got them, use them. All right, it's another level of understanding. Please use them, utilize them. They're yours. But yeah, definitely check out that link, Andy. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it as a comment on YouTube. I do my best to get back to everybody's question. Class, I'll see you on Monday. Please, 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 please.
Study.
Yes, please study. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Discord, all right? Everybody else, stay safe. Hold on to your loved ones. Give them a hug. And I will see you all on Monday.